Mr. Courtney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, General, for your leadership and your thoughtful testimony here today. On page 4 of your written testimony, you advocate that the U.S. should join the United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea Treaty, UNCLOS. I find that kind of striking because yesterday your colleague, Admiral Harris, who's dealing with a totally different part of the globe and a totally different set of issues in terms of maritime contest, made precisely the same recommendation. And I was wondering if you could sort of describe what you think the benefits would be if we took your advice and ratified UNCLOS, and what are the hindrances that you're dealing with today by not being part of the convention?
Sir, thank you for the question. I think our uniformed military has been pretty consistent over time in the support of the UNCLOS. If I could just do a vignette for you of the Arctic. We are facing a very challenging situation in the Arctic. The Arctic, I think, should be an opportunity as the ice flow pattern changes. The maritime trade route in the Arctic shortens by over 30 days, I'm told, transit to the Far East. That should be an opportunity. Many of our NATO allies, Canada and the U.S., are concerned about what we see as the militarization of the Arctic now by Russia. What we have seen in the Crimea situation, in the Donbass situation, currently in Syria, is that Russia has a pattern of putting military force in the field to set the conditions to negotiate from a position of power. And so what we see now in the Arctic is Russia establishing a military capability and capacity to influence that new passage in the north. Being a part of the UNCLOS would allow us to be at the table in the diplomatic, informational, and economic arenas to address that. Last week, I think, sir, you saw that Russia changed its claim in the North Pole area. It didn't affect U.S. claims, but it affected 3 of our other allies and partners' claims. And these are the kind of things that will be settled in the framework of the UNCLOS.
Thank you. Again, I think we